Hi, welcome to my platform, Linda's TV show. If it's your first time of coming across this platform and you like what I do here, my dear good friend, you are welcome. After watching this video, please put on your notification bell to all notification. It's very, very important because it will enable you to know when I upload a new video. To my old subscribers, my old followers, to those who are dedicated, who always watch, share my video. Oh, what can I give to you? May God Almighty bless you all and grant that your heart desires. In this platform, I upload video on daily basis based on what is happening in Nigeria and in Biafra land. After watching, please share and subscribe. And I also sit down here to watch the video together with you. Then we'll come to the comment section to say our opinion. You are free to criticize, but let us always do it constructively as we go into today's
the fruit of the land. So that's that. But the thing is, the same struggle that our brothers embark on today, the Biafrans, the same struggle you Nigeria need to also embark on if they did not give it to you. That is to say you have been over marginalized. So I'm going to repeat this audio several times. As I play it from the beginning, I'm going to play it in the middle. I'm still alleging. So you are not the one to combat the dot and cut the results. Whether they are lying upon the INEC or INEC have not been doing it before, or have these people really been trusted? The leader they have been giving to us, is it the kind of leader we really voted for? I know all of you wanted Buhari, but the second tenure, I can say 60% of Nigeria never wanted Buhari, but they force it into your throat and give it back to you. Say, you must finish in 8 years, you must complete. But this time around, Nana, most of you does not want anything, you don't have anything to do with APC or PDP. You intend to choose a different choice, hoping that is what is going to favor you. Why the Biafrans also say no election in their land. All of you are seriously correct. But one thing I'm annoyed of, don't say your decision is the best, then you are unleashing on people that want to divide themselves. At the end of the day, you might also be reading the same lamentation these people are reading. I pray that we do not share tears today. That is my prayer. And that is what bothers me most. Because I know what have happened in foreign countries. The election of France, Emmanuel Macron was not supposed to win the election. There are a lot of things I don't really talk about it that much because people don't just want to understand it. How can somebody that have an agenda that is to kill everybody, then the same person won an election? Now, why did they even leave him there? Clean up your mess. We are coming later. You know, so let's play this very audio together. Let's listen. Just listen. Let me start again.
No, it's not even about this.
Listen and share.
This is a height of deceit I've ever seen the INEC zone. Forget, they told us that Beavers, I was directly in charge of the Beavers. I wanted to just be at the forefront to see the end of this thing, all this thing that they're making out and doing it. Let me see how this election, because me, I know this country, they manipulate it. They will manipulate it. Trying to transmit results. Since today. As the result is coming in, we try to translate, but they just shut down network. We cannot do anything. We can't even export the number of accredited voters. I can't even do anything. See, like maybe around 11 p.m. or so, that last night before they now say, okay, that if the system is not going offline, that's even after they went from the result from the field, they went and still manipulated at the INEC this RAS center.
Are they from the press?
All those results. All those things that will be won. I have all the results I can forward to you. But we did not win anything again. I'm telling you. So forget. I'm done with this country. The only thing that is left is just.
This is somebody lamenting. He was one of the INEC officials. That all these things you were seeing, you were counting in the bullish centers. I know they may want to leave one or two. You know, when we talk about these people, they ran the election. That is to say, you were very sure of it that you won. This was why 2020 election, America, we know that they have a mechanism. As soon as we are voting is counting. Donald Trump had already known, he knows he won the election. That was why he came out and said he won in a landslide. But some alien said he was lying. So we don't pray that when other people are having calamities or when they are shouting, always try and listen to them Don't let you settlement. Now, to what this guy is saying right now, I see sense in it. That's why I'm playing it. But despite I'm playing it, let me see alleged first. Anything can still happen. They can still want to add their thing. We all with no agenda way there. Our own is to make sure we get a better country. Either we are to divide it, some people will cut off them, the rest people will can't get sense. But the most important is that we arrive at a reasonable conclusion of a better country. Now, he said the old places that people were counting, he said right now, they told him to be a part of people that go to collect the results and begin to change. He said no go change. Listen to the guy.
I'm done with this country. The only thing that is left just to divide this country, that's all. But if to say you are fighting for a better Nigeria, I don't see, this is the height of it. I can't, honestly. If to person see when I to travel out, or maybe they divide the country, that's all. But if to say have confidence or say this thing for this country, line, then after they finish manipulating, they now ask us to transmit manipulating results. I can't do it. I can't transmit all those manipulated.
He said this very guy, he said they now told him to transmit a manipulated result. He can't say no go fit because why he's a patriot. According to the fact at the beginning of all, he said he waited to make sure say even at level, the reason why they were saying that they couldn't transmit the result to the center through the beavers or through the made the transmitter and go to the center. This is what they do. Because as soon as he get to this, that was why they delayed it. It's after they might have collated everything. They say, make on the doing, say no. Why? Because he's a patriot. And these are the better people we are supposed to be having in society. That must make sure that they stand to make sure it works. Because we don't have voice. Our country is full of politicians. I do tell you, politicians, what they do, they embezzle money. They're the key nation. They're not the fist up nation. So the next more play and finish. I will still play it again. This is the reason, some of the reason why I'm doing this very broadcast.
I'm leaving this morning. Go see try them. They say okay, that we should just transmit offline. You know, offline nobody will see it. At least just to show that we have transmitted. But it's just within the INEC profile. You can't. Nobody can see it online. After I'm manipulating the result, they ask me I should transmit. After I'm not transmitting anything, I'm not transmitting one thing. Let them just do anything they want to do. I just leave the beavers and I'm going home now. I'm going home now. They're finished. But I have those ones that both the original ones and those ones that. So just forget this country. There's nothing. I forget. INEC is not independent. They said they will transmit results. They will do. They didn't transmit nothing. Shut down the network. Everything. Since I yesterday till this morning, nothing. You can't transmit anything. You now say okay, this morning we should just leave the beavers and go home. Till now. So I can't. Just forget this country. Forget it. It's not worth it. The stress is not worth fighting for at all. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And then that you will have confidence. Okay, anyhow, at least this particular one they will do it. So I said, okay, let me see the end of this thing. Nothing. Forget. Since on Friday, been on the field, sleepless nights, walking up and down. Till now. So just forget the country. Forget. They have done what they want to do. Forget it.
You could even see the frustration upon this very young man. You could see the frustration. The frustration was what? Because somebody cannot just come out and start for this such a thing. This is not my word. But what we've already known Nigerian to be right from time, one of the most lawless nations. We see what Kogi State governor does. Even I even saw one of the roads say Kota Fair Day. You go destroy them. You go, a state governor can do that. Look at what's happening in Edo State. How some alien in Edo State because House of Rep. Now, if you want to even quarrel, you want to talk to police force. You don't talk to police. How can a lawmaker? You are a member of Federal House of Rep. You are talking like Agbew. That's how that people becomes. Because we don't have eloquent people in the system. Now all back Beru. Now they send go Abuja. And you cannot say, what are you going to expect sending Agberu to Abuja? If all our House of Rep members that we have been sending to Abuja, they are even sensible, they want Nigeria to work. There are a lot of things they can even start repairing. We need to revisit this thing again. They are never one day quarrel, but even when they massacre a lot of youth in Lekki Tollgate, what did the senator? What did they say about it? What's of House of Rep? What did they say about it? A country whereby when the Supreme Court says something, Supreme Court have no final verdict over some certain situations. Now, can we that have voted, or you that have voted, can you lead a revolutionary movement? Can your leader stand and really want to sacrifice his own life for this very race he has started? These are the questions we need to start asking ourselves. Because it is not going to be very fun. My own, I'm praying. Even this, there is no bloodshed today. Thank God for our mother goddess, they switch into action. There are people that are praying to make sure this world is okay today. There are people that are praying to God Almighty. Not your Jesus, because Jesus had made blood to flow on the streets. But the God of our ancestors wipe off away blood from the streets. But a lot of us, we don't really understand how things function. So let me introduce the topic. I will play this thing to us again. I'm not making you feel bad, rather than we have to say the way it is. They say if you reach whatever, you go reach body. That's why so many results we have been seeing yesterday. It is very pleasant. Right from time, I said it that this man have already won. With the hardship, how did I know? With the hardship the whole Nigeria is going through, no sensible person will go and use his own hand again and put his hand in that same box and say, I want to buy suffer. Be that they want you to see suffer, that's why they ring it. Because we have seen for the past 8 years, the machinery they have, he said, let it count the vote the way it is. It will win everything. Because there is revolutionary spirit already. Who knows whether God wants Nigerians to do what the Brazilians did? Bolsonaro were not in Brazil when the patriots of the Brazilians invaded their presidential villa. They shot everywhere down. He was not there. People stood and said, no, do we have Nigerians like that? Look at all our people that we are expecting. So that was supposed to be a revolutionarist. He would have done for okay, let's go to put together, let's do this together. Now we converse together. Now he's supposed to lead the revolution if he really want a better Nigeria. Now if they rig this thing, we are going to close down this nation. Maybe they give him money. I'm alleging, I'm not lying on him. Make you not join anybody. May you come out for that, because they know that is a force to reckon with. That's why what they do, once they catch all our leaders, if you want to scatter the sheep, catch the shepherd. That's what these people does. If you want to scatter the sheep, first of all, catch the shepherd. That was why they catch you now the cannon, not knowing that the few pieces that are remaining, God now empower them. Despite there is too much betrayal today among the Biafra struggle, 80% betray. 80% betray among the Biafra struggle. At times, God open your heart to see so many things. You go even one for me say, how a man will be problem to himself like this? You know, that's what you're saying. So let's begin to go there gradually. Let's just go there gradually, because I've started this race right from time. We have to keep on doing it until before the get go there. Now it is breaking news to the 2023 election. They created a false narrative to control and use you like a slave. That's what they do. They tell lies to your vision. That's the meaning of television. If you watch it today, this will become what it is because of constant thing we see on the television. And funny enough, it is not everything you see in television because it is colored that we are supposed to believe in. That's why they've so done everything that whatever thing they want to let you know, they put it in the television. By the time you see the one, that's why there are people today, all they do, they listen to news until you know about it that there is fake news. Getting anything in life will be very difficult. It's not everything I believe in you. There are audio that will come out now. I don't go play them. Why did I choose to play it? Because you can see the sincerity, the sober reflection in the guy that is speaking. And this is a thing Nigeria is capable of doing. Nigeria and INEC are capable of doing this very thing. Election whereby we still have a country whereby a state governor will win. Supreme Court will overrule that election and put another person to do their will. So it is very dehydrating. It is very disgusting of ourselves here. It might be those things we are running for that we are not going to do. That is true. That means we are still going to fist it. At times there are some people, if they deny the election, he will say no. He will sue the case to court. Even though when you are trying to bribe the person, he go say no. We have to go back to the ballot paper and count again. American election were counted again. They counted hand to hand again. They count hand to hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus what Dominion machine, voting machine did. They not come follow that one. Because the paper, the American election, they keep on for some years before they'll go destroy them. After the election, I think up to about 10 months or 1 year, they'll go destroy them. Then the rest thing go this system. That's what they do. They not destroy the ordinary, the paper is still there. They go recount again hand to hand. So, do we have a group of people, lawyers, lawmakers, who can join together if these people misbehave tomorrow and say, this thing we must revoke and start counting again? Let's start counting from Edo State. You found that there was already victory there already because you are tired of suffering. The same way you are tired of suffering, there are people also in the East that are tired of suffering. That's the reason why you guys are not supposed to be enemy. This is where activism comes in. You are looking for your freedom by voting. These people are also looking for their freedom by cutting themselves away from this country called contraction. That's why it is very painful that we have so much given room for social media to eating deep in our systems. That's why if social media are really eating deep in you, my dear, they can even use your destiny apart, they turn it as an enemy against you. I also put it here. Mainstream media have made people not to be reasonable for themselves. The mainstream media, wherever you just hear right now, hey, oh, but this man a bad person, you pick it up. Under normal condition, I was discussing with somebody just now. Under normal condition, if we were to be living in a civilized world, to Bola Ahmed Tinubu head, is not supposed to be contesting an election. Now, who accepted it? Who made him to be a part of the election? Now it has become that even when you die, because it's your turn, you have to still finish it. That's why even when the person died, they will go and clone the person to make sure he finish up his tenure. This is where we are. News are coming out about ringing. We are already seeing what happened in whatever. A lot of votes does not come from the southeast or whatever. Igbo land, a non-vote not come. But they want to collate it right now and call results. But nobody bother about that. Or let's come together, even the useless lawmakers. Right now, these people is cutting themselves away. Instead of using annoyance, why not just let call for referendum? If the whole state governor we have, they want the country to even be good. As it just be now, let's assume 10 governors from the south, as now they talk, at the southeast, really cooperate together. All our other statements cooperate together. It's okay. This thing be so, we cannot keep on allowing our people to die. We as a governor, we are not been able to give the kind of life that is in our heart to give to our people. Let me divide this nation. The thing is just that when we are crying that we want to fix up the society, majority of the people that would have helped to make sure it works out, those ones, they never want to become a part of it, even when they have the voice. The people that have the catalyst, the people that have the mechanism, the people that have the force that will even make it work, they are still on the side of the wicked people. They have not yet repented. And you yourself, that is insulting the next person, they are paying you to be insulting the next person so that you can never be cooperated to fight for your freedom. The youth is the future leader. Let it really be that one person, just the same way SH came that time, they kill us finish. Not because maybe the politicians don't go pay 1 or 2 person who were doing the mobilization, they collected money. By now, Nigeria would have been freezed. It was an avenue for Nigeria to get it right. But my next prayer is that let God hear our prayer so that nation will be good. All my activism right from 2017 is to make sure that we have a better nation. That have been it. I know there are a lot of people that are knucklehead who felt they are the ones doing the right thing because you are not doing the same thing they are doing. Now, so many Africans believe that whatever they hear from television is true, especially when it comes from the West, without questioning it. So many of our African brothers and sisters, they believe that whatever they hear from the mainstream media is true. When they hear it from television, it's true. Because why? Especially when it comes from the West. That was why when I was shouting, Eboeting Bilebo Yawa, Eboeting Wanona. Now, Ebo create all these machines. Because if we must fix up our nation, Let's look at some other nation who is passing through similar processes, similar problem. How are they fixed up their own? That is why I've scorned you. I've told you, if you feel card is going to solve Nigerian situation, we have many rivers to cross. Because our so-called legislators, our so-called House of Rep, our so-called senator, those one are more wicked. Do you think any senator will be happy that Peter Obi is coming to come and cut away from the money they are receiving and make it 5 million naira in a month? Do you think that even senator now will allow them to count your election very well? Do you know the people fighting you today? You are just alone as an ordinary person who is not occupying political position. How many of the top senators did you see that the senator that even came, that both of you were voting for yesterday, are just new person, maybe they don't see frustrating. Because those ones you are even voting for, they want the new system, the old system to still be there, so that their monthly salary and allowance should be 30 million in a month. You say, nah, man, I mean one contender. This is the situation we are facing today. That's why you see babbling and corruption. We don't have a country that have no patriot. We live complaining, confident and courage will be lost. We have no patriot. Just take about small activism we are doing, using mainstream media, social media to talk to ourselves. Look at people are biased. How will I, community, be a problem to anybody or a threat to an individual, a human being like me? Now you even suffer pass. You are never one day drive car in your life. Even Jan where you dey, you dirty. I'm a problem to you. Now, what does activism contains? What does it contains? Telling the truth about how our life is that is not supposed to be. So you just see that we are not really ready. You might be ready that is watching me, but the next person you feel is your voice is not ready. He's fighting his own personal selfish interest. They want to make sure they bring another person down and, you know, be the one to be hearing of. That's what they do. That's why you got to take the grace of God, activism. Thank God for what God is about to do. The earth is going to be changed. All these people, they will die by themselves. If I tell you right now, key of our freedom will be collected, you will not believe. If I'm doing broadcast, I know the reason why I do my broadcast. A lot of you may be feeling right now, that guy is not positive. Now, me if I talk and say, oh, be win. He don't take. He just announce you go bring that video come out now. He must have me, you know that. That was last year. Now, me fair talking. But will they give it to him is the question. Now, if they did not give it to him, for example, what must we now do? Are we going to fold our hands and allow our nation to remain in here? No, we'll not fold our hands. Do we have other persons like ministers, governor, ex-governor, that are also tired of these very situations? Somebody that they will kill all his villagers today. Instead of him to write a petition to Abuja and say, okay, now this thing will not be done. They will just call him and give him 20 million. Before you know, he stay in the system. Not that the system not they worry all of them. They have collected money. It's like you cannot eat your cake and have it. They've already sold they've already collected their share. That's why they can't talk. Let's assume now, new thing, whatever thing that happened in Edo State, both to Wanokwa, both to one idiot, both anything by thing, take 10 million naira. Never you talk about it. Do you think I'll criticize these people? I wouldn't criticize them. That's what most of your brothers and sisters have done. They've collected their share. That's why they run after people who try to make you understand through social media or mainstream media that what these people is doing is bad. That's why they run after them. And that's why there is a very huge sense why you must have to pray for every genuine freedom fighter, whether it's your tribe or not. If you are sensible, whether you don't know the reason why I made mention of some Biafra men. If you're talking about potentiality, they may not be more than me. Everybody get the way today. Why? Because this is the little I can give. I cannot give money, but I can give an appreciation. I can give it. It not depends on it. If the person not take it, say now he can't take part, make carry go. Is what God have laid in my heart. That is what I can give. That's why you can support in any struggle. One of our brothers from UK this morning called me. He said, Chairman, we talk and talk and talk and talk. He told me, our bros, bring account, come. Are we going to feel a phone, you know? Touched by what I'm doing. He revealed a lot of things. Chairman, you must be passing through spiritual whatever. I know these people are very wicked because the truth that you carry. But you that is watching right now, you are still somehow inconvenienced. If you don't know the reason why they create social media, they created it to put you into mental slavery. That is why it is through social media we can also discolonize your head from this same mental slavery. You see, through this very mainstream media, all the life they told you for so long, they fired into your system. Weaponized media. You see, through this social media, we also go to make sure we crush everything. Everything that is coming, we have to say through social media. Do you know if Jesus Christ were to be real? Now, media, the first thing they tell you. If Jesus Christ were to be real, now media, the first thing they tell you. Now, how do we find ourselves here today? Nobody reporting right now. BBC Bogota say they never know, say, or let's say BBC Nigeria, or Channel Television no say, Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello say go dog road. That one reach for international community to even hear about, but they will cover it up. But the idea we share here in social media, nobody bloody care about it. That's why at times you are afraid to share a video. You are afraid to share a video because you need a better society. You don't join any freedom fighter. Who is going to do it? Is there anybody that God has really designed? Do we have some group of people today now right now that is 1 minute right now? We now have it. Even those platforms. Oh, but they want to protest. Do you know how they protest? Most of them, just as this Peter Obi, so it's not all about Peter and Obi. It's all about a better government. That was why the reason of those platforms were created. It doesn't matter about the way one be now. Just call for emergency meeting, Zoom it, but we need to hit the street. We'll take our country back. Kanu go come and before you know, God will multiply the revolution. That's how a lot of things are done. God will multiply the revolution. But if you always believe in yourself, how is it going to remain? May God not let bad things happen. These same people take over. They can later bring out a command. Maybe bag of rice will be 40,000. They can remove 5,000. They will want to do and small, make you feel relaxed. Okay, on have a zeye. Or zeye, go good. Before you know, 4 years don't come on. What you live on, what you do. Before you know, you are 60 years right now. You cannot survive more 8 years. I'm telling you. Most of you that are 50 years abroad, you cannot survive more 8 years of this stupid people administration. Because imagine after your brother might have finished school, you are still the one training their children in the universities. They cannot still pay birth delivery, hospital bill for their loved ones. For how long are you going to continue like this? If the country were to be good, then there are so many things to everyone of us will be relaxing. If your home is good, then if you are in a foreign land, you excel. But if your home is not good, my dear Nairo, you cannot really do much. So through this very social media they use in telling us lie, we have to also, through this social media and begin to do one or two things that we can do. The world is not what you think. They created a false narrative to control and use you like slave. They control your thinking and make you believe what they want you to believe. If you look at it today, how they want us to think is what we think. I'm only the person who have questioned the educational system that the West brought to us. It's false educational system. Some of the things they make you to go through, you don't even need them. It is weaponized. They don't want to stress you out, use you as your life. The only way you would have understand that this education look like, you see some person 1 year just in a roadside mechanic, you go don't know you're perfect, you go read poor. But while you have graduates who have spent 10 years, you don't see nowhere they put plug. We have a letter who study a letter in the university. What ordinary roadside electrician can do, they can't do it. Now, why trusting people? It's not that he's the one doing copper wire now. Just how to wire a house. He will spend 8 years reading electrical engineering. At the end of the day, those things was not supposed to even be more than 2 years. But why did they stress you out? Look at, there was a video I saw. A House of Rep members. That's why they so teach us right now that only what House of Rep member does is to be transformer to your locality. And, repair bridge. That's what we know them to be. The only thing we know that.
Hello, my my wonderful people, as we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.